What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited to share today's video with you. So let's jump right in. What do we have on the workbench? This is a little project, and it is little because it's not 1/10. It's on here because I'm at the moment just driving packs with it to update my driver mod before we start updating the thing itself. UTB 18. More to come on this later. For today, this is the box that arrived. I know what's in it and I will share it with you in a second. Let me grab a cutter and cut this open. I'll be careful not to damage what's inside. And inside we find a set of JConcepts tires. And this one is the Bossman. I'm really looking forward to this one. One of the members of Team ReVolt found them in a shop in France. They were available there. Of course, you can see what the price tag is for us Europeans. But yeah, it is what it is. I really wanted these. So let's open one up and see what we find inside. JConcepts. I'm keeping a label of every of these ones, because what do we have? We have tusks on the wall, we have rock blocks on the wall. There must be others over there. I don't see them immediately. Yeah, there's 2.2 tusks, the 525. So this one will get a spot up there as well. Let's open up the package, because it's not enough to staple it. You have to seal it also. Okay, let's do one out of the way. Yeah, sticky. Look, that's what the green compound sounds like. That's one. Let's do the second one in the same time. Here they are. JConcepts Bossman 475 by 175. These don't look to be directional as the rock blocks are. These look to be exactly the same, so it doesn't matter if it's left or right, and it is also not a forward direction. Okay, so I can't go wrong with these. That's a nice thing to know. Of course, the JConcept tires come with nice usable foams, which we of course never use, but it is one of the best OEM foams that comes in tires. Really nice. I'm starting to get a collection of these. Later more about that, because we are going to do something about that collection we are gathering. Okay. Of course, the real nice and sticky. Let me grab a tusk for reference and see what we have. This seems to be the same height. Now there's no foam or another insert in there, and the width, it seems a tiny bit wider. So that's good. I like that. The same as always. Just you gotta love all this JConcept stuff. Now let's vent them at once, because we are going to put inserts in them and they will be tested. Now this is really thin. This looks to be thinner than what I'm used from JConcept. Yeah, I'm trying not to squeeze it and see if there's still light between. Yeah, I would say 1.2 millimeters. This is the. It is really thin. Look, this is I think the thinnest I've seen from JConcept, which means our insert will probably need to be a little bit bigger than we are used to. and it's of course sticky. It stays in here. Where are you? Here you are. Yep, this is the same one. I will just for good measure do that again. Hope you can see it. Yeah, without pushing pressure, it's 1.2, I would say 1.2 millimeters max. That one is done. I'm gonna put this one over here so I don't forget. Now, I was talking about these foams. What we usually do, now I don't have an insert fit for this one, so I start taking one I have and I start to see what fits in here and what not. But there is these foams. They are really nice and they should be usable if they wouldn't lack sidewall support. So let's say we have half the foam and this one on the inside. That might be like a good combo, at least when you're not driving to puddles or in watery environments. So what I did do was design a new one, which is not concave, but just a straight one, and then put the outer half of this one over here. So now we have actually, I would say, the best of both worlds. We have firm inside inners, and we did design them to the size of the Tim Tin inners you can buy, well, if they are available. And then we put this one outside. Now this is the part that came out. It's on a jigsaw. Just put it on a jigsaw and cut it out. This is what we throw away and this is what we keep. And we will try to put this in a tire and see what it does. Now this is also a JConcepts foam. This came out of, I think, out of the tusks. I'm not sure. So I will put this one in here and see if this accidentally is a match. So let me see what we can do. We have of course the sticky JConcepts tire. Well, it is the foam that came out, but now there is sidewall support. Well, this now feels really, I need to make sure it's all settled. Now if you're wondering, it won't slide away because we use this carpet tape, which is really thin. It's a really thin layer of tape, and we put it on the insert and then we put this one on top of it. There's a film of it. I might add that little piece of video in here somewhere up here in the corner. I don't know where I'm moving my hand. And then you can see how it is. So the foam won't slide insert, and well, I gotta say we might have a winner. Now I had only 2 laying around because I used the other 2 in another tire, but I was thinking about let's do a double test, and the second part of the test is something similar to this one, but instead of the foam we now use the fridge layer. We all know these fridge layers which you use in the fridge to keep vegetables and fruits fresh a little longer, so they don't get wet in the fridge, in the drawer. But the most positive thing about that fridge foam is, here's a part of it. This is what was used once. It's this material. This is that this can get wet. It is designed to get wet and not fall apart. So this is the next one. Same thing. We printed the inners, and then we have 2 layers of fridge foam on the outside. Same thing. I can show you, maybe take it apart. This is the tape, the carpet tape, which is really thin, keeping the layers together. And there's also a layer, one piece of carpet tape all around on the inside layer. And now we have, you can see, this is exactly the same. It's the same width, it's the same height. It's 2 layers of fridge foam, which you can tune, because the inner layer is not so thick as the outer layer, so if you don't need that big of a diameter, you can take two of the inner layers on top of each other. Other things we can do is print this one less high, and we have two of the outer layers, so this is a really versatile thing. I didn't invent this. I'm building further on things we've seen on the internet, on YouTube. So let's put this one in the other tire, which means this will be a double test. One is I must think how I will do this. So we have we're gonna have rear tires and front tires, or the other way around. I'm not sure yet. As you can see, wow, this is really nice stuff. Now I'm not saying this is better or worse than the inserts we make, but this is really nice. Now we are trying to replicate this effect with the inserts we make. I would say the foams might feel a little bit firmer than the JConcepts foams on here. They feel a little bit firmer, which means there's some space over here. It's not completely nice and round. Now these tires are sticky on the inside, so you need to fiddle around with them a little bit. So it's yeah, now we have a good pressure everywhere. Yeah, that's better. Pressure is even everywhere. I feel that this one is a tiny bit softer than this one. So I think we're going to do this on the front tires and this on the rear tires, and see. Yeah, it is just a tiny bit firmer, but they both feel really good, and there is sidewall support, so that's nice. I think width-wise we are okay. Let me see. These things are yeah, it's the width of a JConcepts foam, which is, I believe it's about 39 or 40. Yeah, it's in yes indeed, it's 39. And the one that came out, no pressure, that's actually more 40. That's strange. Yeah, they are actually 40. So the Tusks ones, no, it's the same. I was applying too much pressure. They are 40 millimeters wide. So now let me see what the overall diameter is. I think we ended up on 121, and for the fridge foam, which you can tune, I think we ended up at 118, something like that. It's not exact science. If I see them in my hand, I don't see a 3 millimeter difference, so it might be like 120 and 118. This is still work in progress. You might need to print these ones also a little smaller, just for good measure. These ones are the Team ones, which are 84, yeah, something like 84 almost, and they are 39 wide. I think a Team is a tiny bit wider. And then this one's, because it's the foam on the outside, this layer is not so thick as these two layers. We went a little bit more, and that will be something like 89. So we're still in the tuning process. We will put them available on 3D Cults if you want to start doing this yourself. So this one will go in the front, this one will go in the rear, and then we will put them on our team car. And yeah, nothing left than just to test them on the rocks and see how they do. We have a triple test. We have these inserts to test, these inserts to test, and of course the main item in this test is the JConcepts Bossman. Yeah, I would almost forget it's about the JConcepts Bossman. So the guinea pig for these inserts is the JConcepts Bossman. Okay, see you all outside. So here we are for the outside part, and it is a lovely day in Belgium. It's evening, we have 25 degrees, like 76 Fahrenheit, and I'm kind of excited to see how these do. After the Bossman, well, I wouldn't call it a debacle, but it was a struggle. And now there's double tests going on, so I'm even more excited because we have change in inserts, and I'm not sure if this is the correct path for these tires. Now they feel really sticky. They have a thin carcass. They got, I think, every 8 they can get to do whatever they need to do, and so far there's of course a new line here. Well, trying to keep slow speeds, and yeah, the flexion is really nice on these. Now there's two different types. The front is the ReVolt inners with fridge foam, and the rears are ReVolt inners with the cutout JConcepts foams. They look to work both really well. As you could see, there's nice deflection on the tires. We've got cut in over there. The width on these wheels now is 250 millimeters, I think, which is a little bit under 9 3/4. Now, that is a really bad approach of this obstacle. Let's see if we can keep the rear down. Yeah, wiggle, 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 baby. Wiggle, wiggle. Keep it down. Okay. Cut into off camber and see how wide is the push out. That's not too bad. Big wheel lift, but no problem. Can they? Yeah, it takes the rear wheel over. Let's go straight into steepy. Well. First time. Okay. Really nice. Descending. Great. Okay. On to Ledgy. These are brand new. It's first time they hit the rocks. I didn't do a test drive with them. So let's see how they perform. Yep. Yeah. I'm really happy with these. I like the profile. I like that profile of these tires. Can we see something? Yeah, maybe a bit over here. They do really nice. Okay, let's go onto off camber and into the reverse corkscrew. They have a lot of grip. Cut in on time. Yeah. I'm quiet because I'm admiring how these do. I'm also at the same time afraid they will if there's something they want to, but up till now, a little bit more over there. Steepest climb, no problem. Let's take a new part. Yep. Nice. It's JConcepts Green, so We don't have any doubts they will do hangman. Yeah. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, let's do the face. See how that goes. How is my approach? It's been a while because I've been killing packs on that little UTB, but now it's this guy again. Tires, tires. Pull up. So get all the way to the passenger side, a little bit more, and get up. Yeah, hardest line. Let's see. Then we do a wall side. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Perfect. I think the separation of the lugs on these tires, that's the main difference with the rock blocks. We are on plum. Let's see. JConcepts Green with a good lug separation. This is what they do. Well, let's see if these side lugs are good enough to do the left and then back right approach. Grab this ledge. Okay. And now, do we have enough? Is the foam combo in the rear helping enough? There they go. I needed to find the line. It required a little bit of steer input to the left hand side, and then they did it. And now the steepest climb. Get all the way up. Get all the way up. Yeah. Let me see. Well, it's foam, and this is. And how are the side legs? Yeah, there is good. There are some good side legs up here. We're gonna give him another try on this line. Someone in the neighborhood is doing a Barbie, and it smells delicious over here. He's getting another try on this line. Now they are brand new. Maybe when they break in a bit and feather in a bit, that will make it easier to do this line. I'm not sure yet. I also don't know if we have firm enough inserts or we need to make these combos firmer. Is getting a second attempt on this line. I need to learn how to drive with these inserts, so I'm not used to it. But we need to keep our minds open for new things, and this could be one of these new things. Let's see if they have enough. Well, with a little bit more juice, they got up higher, but then that last piece they just can't grab. We will test them on real ReVolt inserts to have a good comparison. He is also getting an attempt on this tsunami line. Let me see. Bossman, I like the name. Driver tire, passenger tire, got back. Can you grab on that white rock? Well, yellowish rock. Let me see. The side legs are are there. Should be doable. There's a little bit of mechanical. Some good wrinkling in the tires. Come on. There you go. Well, almost. Don't break anything. Wow, that's a big fallback. Yeah, and there he is. Wow, I needed to work for that. That surprised me. Ending up this test with slick side. I've just been feeling all the tires, and I'm afraid the inserts I have in here now might be just a little bit on the soft side. So we will make our own inserts with our own little outers and see if there's a big difference. Maybe I need to, wow, that was out of frame and might have been just this tail. As you see, we have some good deflection, or is it too much deflection on the tires? And maybe the fronts, the dual layer I used in there is two different ones. Maybe I need to do them a little bit firmer, because I used, now it does, and then it does this like a king. I'm the man. So I'm gonna spend another pack with him to see how he does. But yeah, and then this is all, yeah, we are doing of course some extreme stuff, and maybe I always expect more and more extreme. Now this is completely folding from under him, so that might be too much. I will do some stiffer in the fronts, because this is too much. That will help for sure. Now we have fridge foam in the front. Maybe I need to do two of these rear ones. Make two more of the rear ones with the JConcepts foam on our inner, and run 4 of these all around, because I think the front ones as they are now, they are too soft. But we will test further. Anyway, that's a nice picture. Put your wheel down. Yeah, I'll make a picture over here for the thumbnail. Yeah, it's a JConcepts tire. We're always excited when we can test one of these boys in the green compound, and they did not disappoint. They did not disappoint. I like this this pattern as is. There's good luck on the sidewall, but as you can see, I can actually press this too easy. On the rear, that is better. The foam is doing its job better. So we will do 4 foams. Maybe I do that first before I release this. Maybe I do it as an additional test comparison with our own inserts. But for now, yeah, together with the Tusk, these probably are my favorite JConcepts tires. For me, on my rocks, they land above the rock blocks, but maybe I need to learn to drive with those better. So, yeah, if you want to see a test, if you have a comment, if you want me to do something or have some tips, just find me in the comments. I reply to everything, and yeah, we will close this one over here. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. 8:30, but I just need to see this, so I'm back out here. And let's see if I'm right or not. This is the same car. This is the same tire. This is still the Bossman. But this time we have full ReVolt inserts in there. And oh boy, do these pull. Man, I can feel it on that first climb. This is really something different. Okay, let's do a quick one. I just needed to know this. I stole inserts which are actually not exactly his size. Man, I'm going really fast down that corkscrew. Now how far do we push out now? Not too far at all. Get the wheel over. There we go. Let's see if we can do steepy. Wow, no, way better, way better. We just stole the inserts out of the rock blocks. They are not perfect, but they are really, really, really close. Okay, let's quickly do Litchi. It is nice to have some lights on your rocks so you can drive later in the evening or at night. Litchi, that was a bad approach, but let's do it anyway. Bad approach or not, man, am I glad I'm trying my inserts, because I was again disappointment against a JConcepts tire, which is almost unbelievable. Second time in a row. So now we are trying different things with these inserts, and as it appears, we are not there yet. So that doesn't really matter. We need to find out what we did wrong, because I think especially the cut foam idea will work. For now, I think I'll stick with the JConcepts foam with the outside stiffeners, the sidewall stiffeners. You can find these on our 3D code page. I'm trying to do the most extreme line now. Yeah, that's the other ones also couldn't do that. So as I was saying, I will do these tires with the JConcepts and then the sidewall stiffeners, the JConcepts original foams, that is. And then with the sidewall stiffeners, I'm sure they will do better. I think I have to concentrate more on that idea. Cutout foams, I need to change the inserts for that. I need to change the ratio between insert and how much foam I keep or cut away. Yeah, we're not gonna do the hangman because we know we can do hangman. Let's do the face. It's a little bit dark down the face. Maybe I do this recording again, but tomorrow. But I just wanted to share my initial thoughts on these to get my disappointment away. Yeah, look at this. This is some completely different stuff. Plum. I'm going in every line way too active because I want to see how they do. Do they do better? Oh, that's great. That's just great. The other approach. This guy needs an inside out because that click that I'm talking about for weeks is still there. Okay, grab this ledge, cut back. I'm still driving too active because I want to test all the other things. A little bit more over there, tiny bit steer input. And then, oh, I had it and I let it go. There you go. This is way easier than with the previous setup. I'm not even... I feel relieved actually. Well, there's bonus points for the ReVolt insert, so a little pat on the back for the product we designed. Now let's see. This was a really hard one. They couldn't do it. Ah, that is so close. That is, I was a mechanical. But the fact that it was so close really gives me pleasure because there was a no-go with the previous setup. It's close. It's close. It's closer than the previous setup, so That gives me joy. Now, let's do the phased tsunami line. I want to see that. It's getting real dark right here now. That might be the worst approach of the day. However, do this pull? That's the question. Come on. You are JConcepts Green. There you go. ReVolt inserts for the win. Slick side, real fast. Let's make a short work of this. Not really need to pay too much attention, as I know this will do really well. Yeah, as you see, we are in the light here. Man. JConcepts and ReVolt inserts. It's a great combo. It's a great combo. I'm doing a bit of advertising for myself, but I think I deserved it. So, yeah, before you, here now stands a happy man. That was not the case. Let me see. 10 minutes are we recording, and then 15 minutes on the workbench to change it all out. But for now, at this moment, I can say it is Team ReVolt approved. These JConcepts Bossman and the combo with the ReVolt insert, Team ReVolt approved with a big stamp. Okay, thank you. See you all later. Okay, maybe one more during daytime. Let us see. Because it was a little bit dark last night and barely no hesitation. Really great. First pull on doubler, really great. Second pull on doubler. Let's see. Okay, even with the extra stone behind it, really no problem for this tire. We have a bit of a different setup. We're trying something new with a fixed camera. And maybe in the comments you can tell me if this is giving better images than when I follow it on my controller. I'm not sure. For me it's easier on the controller because I'm with my nose on the vehicle, which makes driving easier, and now I am a fair bit away from the vehicle. Putting it real nice down into, that was a late turn in. Let's see how far we slide outside. Actually, it was a bad turn in from me, but they didn't really care, the tires. They didn't really push to the outside on these ones. Can we get our wheel over? Yeah, they have enough. They have enough to put a wheel over. Now, let me see if Steepy is in the picture. That's better. That's better. Okay, let me see. Steepy, first chance. I think this is a really bad approach on this climb, but we'll try it anyway. Well, Bossman says, no problem, sir. Wow, I gotta say, these work really great with these inserts. Yeah, we will put them online. You can find them. Really nice. That was out of the picture again. Well, I need to learn how to do this. This is maybe not the best way. I need to find some places where it's easy to film. Really nice on the descent. I'll probably be walking around with this thing a couple of times before I found some good setups, but it is windy. I think you can hear that. I got the filtering mic on, but probably not everything will be filtered out. Real nice on Lecce. Yeah, let me see. Can I see it? Oh yeah, I can see it in the camera where we are. Let's do another reposition. Coming down on off camber, turning into the corkscrew. Turn in on time. Yep. Let me see, what can we see on the camera? Okay. That was a little bit short, that turn in. Can he correct himself? Big wheel lift. Can they? Yeah, they can. What do we see now from this climb? Not too much actually, except the steepest part. Yep. We're still in the picture now. I need to learn this. Maybe it's more stable images, but yeah, I'm constantly driving out of the picture. Let me reposition again. Let's see if we can do hangman. Hey, was that white tiger in the image, in the picture? Okay, slowly does it. Real nice. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. The face. I don't know if I have to position the camera higher or lower. We have to learn this. Grab with the driver front, bring the passenger front up, shuffle to the right hand side and full up. Okay, all on low speed, perfect. Now let me see, can we adjust to wall side to see what these have in them? That was just perfect, just perfect. On the face there's also the tsunami line. Let's see if we can do that. Driver front up. Okay, grab. Bring in passenger front. Shuffle back to the left. Slowly. We need to get rid of the mechanicals, because the front lower links are now mechanical bound on this rock. Let's see. Do they want to grip on the white stone? Yeah, that's okay. That's all going well. Do they now have enough to do this? It is working. And there we have it. Perfect. Great job. This was heavy lifting from both the tire and the insert. Let's see if we can get Plum in the picture a little bit decent. First, the normal approach. Shuffle back. Yep. Perfect. Can we do the steep line? Yeah, why not? Perfect. All the way up. Perfect. Second approach on this one. Let's see if these have enough. Something like this. Well, we should first try to grab that ledge with the driver front, and then we need to find some grip on the passenger front. And somehow, wow, that was close. It was really close. I'm trying at low speed. I have the idea that the rears aren't really helping. Let's cut back a little bit more to the driver first. And now, let's see. This is where we want to be. Yeah, tiny little steer inputs. Bring it back. And there you go. Really slow speed. So the slower you can do this, the better the tire is. Can we now cut all the way? What do they have? This is a really hard line. I can't see it from over here. There you go. There you go. Really steep. Perfect. This is a really hard line. There's only a couple of tires that did this, and did this from the first time. That's better. That's better. Can we now pull and continue? Oh man, so close, so close. On this line. That's good. Get the wheel over. That's good. The rear wheel over. And now, yeah, this is the hardest part. You cannot steer back. No. They don't have it in them. Maybe I need to fine-tune the inserts, which I think are for 90-95% okay. Let's do the last line, slick line. Well, we don't normally have this view, so let me see what it does. Wall sides, very slick stones. I'm trying to watch not the front tires, because they will slip every now and then, searching for grip, but what the rear tires are doing. And now I'm against the wall. Okay, it's white stone. Well, that's a nice camera angle. You can see the deformation of the tire all the way over the top. Yeah, why not? Why not? Well, I can maybe do this a little bit. That's not bad. I'm actually one-handed driving again this way, but it is not so, not shaky at all. Do they have this? They should have it in them. Let me see. Yep, over the top. Perfect. Nice. I'm trying to see if we stay in the picture. And we do. Team card is really like a magnet to the stones. I think we got this geometry figured out real nice. Still in the picture? Yeah, only a little bit. Can't see where I'm driving now. Okay, let me pick up over there. Oh, this is a high camera angle. I don't know how well that is for this. Perfect, perfect. All right, so what can we say? We did it outside. We did it on some inserts which were something we tried. That didn't go completely as planned. We had an evening session. We had an evening session on the bench, which led to these inserts on them. And we did a night session. Maybe the light wasn't so good, so now we're doing another daytime session. It's nice in Belgium, 20 degrees, which is like 68 in freedom units. I think we can all agree the combination of these Bossman with the ReVolt inserts work really, really well. So I couldn't be more pleased with them. Might be some fine tuning, maybe the infill a little bit more, a little bit less, but we will get there and have a definitive set for these ones. They are, there will be, they are. Yes, they are. I can see they are available on 3D Cult. So if you're interested, if you want us to print them, just let us know. We can do that and ship them. But for now, what can we say about the Bossman? I think it was already Team ReVolt approved, but now we have a big stamp on it. Team ReVolt approved. Okay, thank you for watching and see you all on the next one.